Hey everyone, Dave here back with another Literalist reaction video, as always with my buddy John Doe. Hey John.
Hey Dave, how you doing?
Pretty good. We are today going to be introducing me to a brand new song, which is pretty much what we do here. So today, John, what do we got?
You got a song called "Driven to Tears." It's by The Police.
All right, Driven to Tears by the Police. This is the 2003 remaster version. Right in. All right. So I know very little of the Police. I think one of the only Police songs that I know is probably I don't even know. No, I'm not sure I can. No, it was UB40 that did Red Wine. They seem very reggae to me. And I
Well,
guess I
it's
didn't realize
you,
how reggae they were.
they are quite reggae influenced, and I got to tell you, when I was a kid, I didn't recognize that they were just so different. I kind of considered them punk, and I kind of shoo-shooed them for a while until I just kept hearing some really interesting things being done musically.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like a marriage of Brit pop and reggae to me. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what it sounds like, and it is definitely a fun styling. Um, I know very little about the Police. I guarantee I've heard their songs before. This does not ring any bells for me. I think lyrically, I'm gonna take a hot take here and say this is about how we treat worldwide poverty. We spend a lot of time making videos of it and saying, "Look at this poor starving child," and then we leave, and we leave the poor starving child there, and we don't really help much. I think that's probably what the song's about, which is a very powerful message for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, but musically fun. Topic not fun, but understandably so. Here we go. That was fascinating. Like I said, going into this, I know very little about the Police. I can't even come up with another Police song. I know that I've heard other Police songs. Did they do? Do I keep thinking of UB40 instead of the Police? That's my real question here. Did they do Roxanne? Am I still on UB40?
No, the Police do Roxanne. You're
Okay.
absolutely right. There you go.
I if you played me, and this is just illustrating my lack of knowledge entirely, but if you played me UB40 or the Police, I couldn't tell you the difference. And I'm sure if I listened to more of them, I absolutely could. I'm not saying they sound the same by any means, but in my head, I can't differentiate.
Yeah, one cannot explain is that I don't think those bands could be much more different, really, when they
Really?
compare that
Well,
to
and like my only point of reference is like red wine, and to me that's also a little reggae, and it sounds basically the same. I mean, not the same, but I this is one of the things I'm looking forward to is actually listening to a band and being like, oh yeah, that's different because of, and I can't even
Yes.
do that right now.
Hey, look, honestly, the more we do this, I mean, we did it casually before we started this channel. We did it casually.
Hmm.
And now that we're like making definite appointments to do this a couple of times a week, believe me, your ability to discern the beauty and the differences between the bands, and to figure out who is who the moment you hear maybe even a guitar style or a drum style, things like that. Um, I just had a thought and it went out of my head. Sting, of course, the lead singer of the Police, he wrote the song after he was touring the United States in the late '70s, and he in one of his hotel rooms watched a documentary about someplace in Africa, and he was literally driven to tears.
Mm.
And he kept telling people he was driven to, and he's British, right?
Hmm.
Tears, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So when he sings it, he sings it in that way, driven to. And when I was young, like I say, this song came out in 1980, and so again, I was like a sophomore in high school or something like
Mm.
that. And when I heard it, I thought he was singing "Driven to the Edge."
Ah, okay.
So until much, much later, when I got the album and read the liner notes and saw the lyrics, oh, tears.
Yeah, and I feel like in a way I'm getting spoiled on a lot of these songs because I always read the lyrics while I'm listening to them, and if I didn't, there are multiple points at which I would have definitely gotten the lyrics wrong. I've misheard things while staring at the lyrics, which
Yeah,
says a lot about
yeah.
either my hearing or their ability to enunciate properly. Probably a mixture of both, I assume. But overall, musically, that was a fun reggae song. Is how it made me feel. Um, I'm sure there are other styles involved in there, but definitely that style is what stood out to me the most. But lyrically, like, what a depressing song, and depressing because of how true it is.
Yeah.
Not depressing because, oh, it's just make me sad or whatever, but just, yeah, that is absolutely how we act. We love making documentaries that then go on to make more money than we give to those hurting. Sometimes, not always. There are some
Not
really
always,
great
not always.
organizations out there,
Too
but
many cameras, not enough food is one of the great, great lines.
yeah, too many cameras, not enough food, and we certainly have enough cameras, and we all have a camera in our pockets at all times.
Well, you do.
Oh, that's right. You in the Stone Age that don't like technology.
I love technology. I just don't want it in my pocket.
Well, most of us. But yeah, well done him. Is this? I have no concept of like how big this song is. Is this a major hit or is this more of a deep cut from them?
Well, it was never released as a single, but despite that, thanks to album-oriented radio. Are you familiar with the term album-oriented radio?
Mhm, you've explained it to
Okay.
me before. Is the
Yeah.
only reason.
Is that, when the album would come into the radio station and all the jocks would sit around and they would take turns reviewing it, listening to it, and then they would have a meeting and they would pick which song they're going to play on the radio.
Mm.
So it had nothing to do with singles. The record company could send singles till they were blue in the face. Singles meant nothing to album-oriented radio. So what they would do is just pick their favorite song. So this song actually went to number 35 on the US Billboard chart, despite never having been released as a single.
A thing that would not be possible now.
Yeah. I think they actually did eventually release it after the success of album-oriented radio, of AOR radio, but yeah, at first it wasn't. So, and I was very familiar with it. Philadelphia radio loved the Police.
Mm. I could see it. One of the things I think that makes me sad about just the time period I was born in is that gone are the days of driving to a different town, flipping on the radio, and getting to hear different songs because that's what they're into.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Or
like I've
or
never gotten to
songs
experience that.
songs in the United States in the 70s, songs would become hits in different areas at different times. And it would kind of be a wave throughout the country. It would start in one place and then it would kind of wave out. Like,
That's fun.
and it's neat. My family in the summer used to travel a lot. And I remember hearing songs when I was in the Carolinas. I'd come up north and I'd be telling my friends about these songs. Like, I never heard this song before. And the biggest one that I remember was Afternoon Delight.
That is a song I do know.
Yeah, I bet you do.
But I think that's just, pop culture between Anchorman and
Yeah.
Arrested Development. It's been in a lot of pop culture, but yeah, the Police, interesting. I like reggae, so certainly doesn't bother me, but that was a good one.
Okay. Playlist? No playlist.
I don't know if I want to add depression to my playlist or not. I
And you can't turn off the lyric monster in your head.
I
I know.
can't. And I think that's a me problem,
Yeah.
for sure. Musically, super fun. I would jam to it in the background while doing stuff around the house, but I don't think I'd regularly want to listen to this song.
As I understand it, I believe that's their first socially conscious song. So we got a lot of their library to get to before you're depressed again.
Excellent.
I think. Hey, did you like the video? Where should we go with the police? Let's tell us in the comments right below. It helps.